movement shooters. Shooters that include advanced movement mechanics similar to other genres like platformers. Imagine games that focus on movement like Cluster Truck combined with an FPS, creating a shooter where your safety comes from speed and not cover. Mech shooters. Shooters where you play as massive robots. Not very different from regular shooters, usually relying on theming and creativity to stand out. Two very interesting genres that don't get a lot of recognition. You don't see nearly as many movement shooters as tactical shooters, and most mech shooters are VR games anyway. Now imagine if you combine these genres into one and mix them together to create a chaotic battlefield of fast-moving super soldiers and giant powerful mechs. And if you do, you get one of the greatest shooters in the history of gaming. Titanfall 2. First, you have the movement shooter side, the pilot. As a pilot, your speed and momentum are key for traversal and firefights, sometimes being even more important than your aim. You get to choose your weapons and your ability. No matter what weapon you choose, you're going to need to adapt your movement to it to be effective. Weapons like shotguns force you to get in close without dying to land that kill shot. Weapons like snipers force you to hit a fast-moving target while moving fast. And equipping an SMG is an instant win. You don't only customize your weapons, you also get to choose a special ability. You have the grappling hook, turning you into Spider-Man, minus the axe. You have the phase shift, transporting you to another dimension to avoid all the chaos happening in ours.
I'm going to stick that in the oven. Look, a beautiful fireplace over there.
And the drones that make you faster. Like a lot faster. Must be laced with something. Now while the pilots are fun to play, they just don't satisfy that big robot fantasy. So prepare for Titanfall.
Stand by for Titanfall.
While the pilots play like a movement shooter, the Titans are more like a hero shooter.
Ejecting.
You have 7 different Titans to play, so I'll just show off a few. You have close-range combatants like Ronin, using his phase shift to close in on enemies and his sword and shotgun to destroy them up close. Or North Star, the complete opposite, flying above the battlefield and charging up that perfect shot. Or Scorch, locking down areas and burning people to a crisp with his flames.
First blood! Double kill! Triple kill!
Very impressive. Keep it up. Glad you're working for me, pilot.
Monster kill!
And Legion, the heavy weapons guy, mowing down enemies with his minigun. As a Titan, you get a booster for your Titan specifically and your Titan overall. Your personal upgrades can boost your weapons or your abilities, and your overall upgrade can give you stuff like more dashes or nuclear suicide. You can also just leave your Titan, and it'll fight by itself. All of these pilots and Titans fighting creates an environment of chaos that I've never really seen anything like before. However, the pilot and Titan gameplay alone are not what elevate this game to the higher level. What puts it on the top is how these sides interact with each other.
Keep fighting, pilot. Your Titan's almost ready. Nice jump, pilot. Finish the job. Titan is ready, pilot. Standing by for your call. Stand by for Titanfall.
Pilots versus pilots is all about raw skill.
Pushing, pilot. We're barely ahead.
Whoever moves the fastest and has the best aim is the one who comes out on top. Titan versus Titan is all about positioning and strategy. Engaging your enemy at the right time and punishing them when they engage you. Pilot vs. Titan combines these playstyles, while still feeling balanced. The maps are all designed in a way that accommodates for both pilots and Titans, with smaller areas that only pilots can traverse and bigger areas where the Titans can fight. As a pilot, you do have Titan killing weapons, but if you can't hit them, you can just hop on, steal their batteries, and then give those batteries to your teammates' Titans. I think this is one of the few games where I would say that the multiplayer is better than the campaign.
2 out. Now
You get more of a challenge fighting equals. You get a bigger sandbox, and overall, a more interesting experience. However, this campaign is still one of the best I've ever played.
Homegrown militia technology.
Like I said, the sandbox is stripped down. It's kinda sad that you don't get to play with all the game's cool toys, but obviously they couldn't balance every level around every ability. I've always thought the campaign of a game should show off every mechanic the game has to offer, and kinda prepare you for the multiplayer, and have some interesting mechanics of its own. Titanfall 2's campaign strikes a balance between the two, showing off the movement mechanics, different weapons, and Titan loadouts, but also having some of its own new mechanics. You get the ability to shift between the past and present, a handheld electric generator.
IMC dropships headed to your location.
I can electrocute them with my nuclear power generator that you can use to make your own robot army. Aha! I have friends. And some of the Titan loadouts can only be used in the campaign. You can't use this loadout in PvP. You also don't need to be nearly as careful with your Titan as you do in the multiplayer, where they can only regenerate their shield with a spare battery. BT always has the same health,
coming hostiles.
recharges his shield,
Established.
and there are plenty of batteries to pick up throughout the levels.
Warning. Unite down.
As for the story, it's pretty simple. A big corporation is attacking a small group that you're fighting for, and they've developed a big bad weapon that they're going to use to destroy your homeworld, and you have to stop them.
Looting and destroying our planets, and killing us off if we try to resist. Despite recent victories at Demeter and beyond, we have a long way to go before the IMC is defeated.
You play as Rifleman Jack Cooper being deployed to an IMC-controlled planet, but it doesn't go so well. Oh!
IMC Titan acquired.
Cooper, you're in bad shape. Hold on. This might knock you out, but you should be okay when you wake up.
Lastimosa, hostile Titans inbound. Apex Predators.
Copy that, BT. Mercenaries. Stay down, Cooper. BT, let's go!
You get promoted faster than Jar Jar Binks.
I think so. Wait, did you just call me pilot?
Yes. The late Captain Lastimosa gave you the provisional rank of acting pilot. Congratulations on your promotion.
You have to almost single-handedly stop the IMC along with your Titan buddy, BT.
You may call me BT.
Pretty much everything else in the story takes a backseat to Jack and BT's relationship.
Got you.
You get these little dialogue choices throughout the game, and even though they don't affect the story at all, you still get some extra information or dialogue.
I'm ready to see what's next.
Good. You're gonna like this.
Pilot, I advise against turning yourself over to the IMC. Voice pattern analysis indicates they are lying.
I don't think I'm that stupid, BT.
Undetermined.
It's good to see you, buddy.
It is good to see you too, Pilot. Pilot, are you alright?
Barely. That was a meat grinder. You okay?
I'm undamaged. However, I do not believe this is a food processing plant. Pilot, your heart rate is accelerating. Are you in distress?
You could say that.
Your heart rate is exceeding 170 beats per minute. If possible, you should find a place to rest.
Yeah, I'll get right on it.
Pilot Cooper, are you alright?
I think I pissed her off, BT. BT, I found Anderson. He's, in the ceiling.
Objective complete. We have rendezvoused with Major Anderson.
Very funny. Nice. Maybe next time you can throw me.
Noted.
Are you sure I'll be safe over there?
No.
That's insane.
I am incapable of insanity, Pilot.
That's exactly what someone insane would say. Just doing my job.
This guy.
Tell your Titan to open up.
About what? His feelings? New chassis, same Titan?
Old paint, same data core.
Don't worry, BT. I'm not going anywhere.
Copy that, Pilot.
Overall, Titanfall 2 was a game that was so ahead of its time that sadly failed. It has amazing movement and mech gameplay, map design, customization, and a campaign with a compelling story and interesting mechanics, all showing off how much movement can add to a shooter. I really hope EA lets Respawn make a new Titanfall, or at least try to breathe some life into this one. The 10-year anniversary of Titanfall 2 is next year, and if they don't announce Titanfall 3, I think we all have to give up hope. Who am I kidding? They'll take it to their grave.